Yo mama!
If you've been on YouTube for a long time, you might remember that intro from back in 2012 when the Yo Mama YouTube animation channel was popping off for their Yo Mama jokes. So why am I talking about this on a channel dedicated to YouTube drama? Well, it's because the Yo Mama YouTube channel decided to go off-brand briefly and to make a video titled Keemstar uses the alt-right to attack H3H3. Now you may be thinking, due to the nature of this channel, this is a joke, right? This is a fucking joke. How the hell is Keemstar using the alt-right to attack H3H3? This is not a joke. This is a real video. But before we get into it, let me explain what led up to the creation of this video. So over the past year or so, Yo Mama has been brought up as a topic for commentary channels to talk about just because it's such an old channel and it's so weird that it still exists. Similar to the Annoying Orange. This has caused the Yo Mama channel to be a lot more meta with some of its jokes, making responses to these commentary videos. Due to this shift in direction, the creator Zach James has been planning a lot more YouTuber themed videos, and one of them that was going to come out was going to be on Keemstar. Coincidentally, he released the trailer just days before the content nuke from Ethan dropped on Keemstar. Due to this new video coming out, Zach James, the creator of Yo Mama under the alias Brody Fox on Twitter, decided to do some personal investigation into Keemstar in order to improve his Yo Mama animation video. And someone ended up sending information on Keemstar to Yo Mama, which shocked him to the point of making this tweet, where he says, "No! Keemstar, why? How could anyone really defend you after this? What the fuck? We're the Yo Mama channel. Why did we discover this before anyone else? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to process what we found out tonight. We spent an extra week on this project, but now my stomach can't handle this." In addition to this tweet, he also uploaded this video to YouTube, updating his fan base on the status of the Yo Mama Keemstar animation.
This is... I don't even know how to start this. Fuck. Look, I went into this with the idea that I was going to make fun of somebody that I knew as a friend, Keemstar. But I found out something that really bothers me. Like, I can't even make fun about it. I can't even joke about it. It is so fucking serious. Like, it's just... How is no one talking about this? How is this detail so out there in the open and no one is talking about it? And I have to now, as an autistic man, be aware of this detail, somehow pretend it doesn't exist and make a joke video about why I made a roast video about No, this is serious. This is really fucking serious. And I am struggling with this because, you know, I talked to Keemstar. I always thought we could get along and things of that nature. Like, we were friends to an extent. Like we respected each other. And as an autistic person, I really care about that. And I try to make this a video that we could just joke and have fun. But this is really serious. This really concerns me. This really scares the shit out of me. Because this could affect YouTube forever. This could affect everybody who's ever been associated with Keemstar forever. Folks, as much as I am emotionally torn about talking about this, I need to let you know that I will not ignore it. I cannot ignore it. I cannot just say it doesn't exist. Unfortunately, this Yo Mama roast is about to get way more fucking serious.
Zach, you're right. I can't ignore it either. I really can't ignore the fact that Ridge Wallet makes such a great product and are willing to sponsor me for today's video. So there are so many reasons to get a Ridge Wallet over any other wallet, mainly because of the small size and the durability and long-lasting nature of it due to it being made of metal. But a very underappreciated and hard to notice perk of having this wallet that I've loved personally about it is the speed at which you can take out your cards and put them back in the wallet. You would think that just flipping open a wallet, taking out a card, using it, then flipping open the wallet again and putting it back in would be the fastest and most efficient way of storing your cards, but Ridge Wallet has it beat. Just look at this comparison. You can just pop it in, pop it out, pop it in, pop it out, and even though waiting at the checkout for 10 seconds to just flip open your wallet, take out your card, use it, and then put it back in is not that big of a hassle. Taking the card out instantly due to the smaller size in my pocket and being able to retrieve the card faster, it's just been a nice optimization that I've enjoyed a lot. And the fact that you can test drive it for 45 days with a full refund guaranteed if you don't like it, in my opinion, there's no reason to not try out this wallet. If you want to check out Ridge Wallet, go to ridge.com/Boblax and use the code Boblax for 10% off your order. Thank you again, Ridge Wallet, for sponsoring this video. I actually love your product so much. So after Zach James released that video we just watched, he continues to talk about the information he has on Keemstar on his Twitter. He quote tweets Keem saying he will respond to Ethan by saying, "Saw the video, but H3 failed to mention one important detail that everyone should know. And I can't believe the Yo Mama channel has to report the news on this." Durianzilla then asks, "What is it?" To which Zach responds, "Still talking with my attorney about it." Keemstar tweets out, two-part response. Part 1, Etika tomorrow. Zach quote tweets this and says, "Might want to create a part 3 for the alt-right group you're associated with." Andrew Hager responds, "He's a Nazi?" To which Just a Player replies, "In the past he has said a lot of things." Zach then replies, "It's not just his past, it's now." Zach then tweets out, "Yo mama, YouTube number 2, take a turn. We discovered Keemstar as part of the alt-right movement. This shocked us because no one has covered it. Unfortunately, the Yo Mama channel has to. Tomorrow's video will cover Keemstar and Ethan. No, not H3H3 Ethan. There's another alt-right Ethan that we need to talk about." Turkey Tom reacts to all of this by saying, "What the fuck is going on?" Ethan Ralph from the Kill Stream, who is the alt-right Ethan Zach is talking about in his tweet, quote tweets him and says, "Laughing my fucking ass off." Yeah, I kinda invented the alt-right. I have no idea who this guy is, by the way. Lol. He has 4.7 million YouTube subs though, so it should be a fun time on the timeline when it drops. The haters keep doing promo for me. I wonder how high the podcast will rank next week. Because of this quote tweet, Zach got a lot of responses from Ethan Ralph's supporters, so he tweets out, "The alt-right is in full effect. Today, trying to defend Keemstar on Twitter. Can't wait to expose this shit." Yep, now the alt-right crowd is responding to my tweets. Freedom of speech does not equal freedom from consequences. Ethan Ralph responds to this by saying, "Lol, drop your lame ass video. I want some more promo for my top 100 comedy interview podcast, The Kill Stream." Jack Burton's Gerber Knife responds, "The guys who shot up Charlie Hebdo thought the same thing." Papa then responds, "Okay, and?" To which male human person responds, "You are using the same moral argument as North Korea and ISIS if you believe freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences." Zach responds, "You are talking about governments punishing their people, extremist groups killing others. I'm talking about individual people and communities taking a stand against those spread hate, under the guise of freedom of speech. Your debate point wouldn't fly in debate class." Male human person responds, "You are arguing to curtail freedom of speech, period. You simply think it is justifiable. You are opposed to freedom of speech on topics you deem to be hateful." Zach then quote tweets this and says, "Oh my god, it's one of those alt-right bots using a fake account to argue with me. This is insane." He then tweets out a Twitter interaction between Ethan Ralph and Augie RFC and says, "And the bots started coming after this tweet." Ethan Ralph quote tweets him and says, "You really are a moron, aren't you?" My bots! Lol. Zach quote tweets him and says, And so it begins. The Yo Mama guy will now show more maturity than Keemstar's right-hand clown. Ethan then quote tweets him and says, yes, very mature to make up bot allegations simply because some people added you on Twitter. You seem like a gigantic bitch, and a fraud to boot. Zach quote tweets him and says, never said you made the bots. Said the bots came after your tweet. It's your audience. Own that shit, you Humpty Dumpty reject. Ethan quote tweets him and says, what are the bots exactly? You do know how unhinged you sound right now. Several of your moron fans added me. You don't see me alleging Russian interference or some shit. Also, you look and sound like a guy who got kicked out of a rock band for molesting the lead singer's daughter. Get the fuck out of here. Laughing my ass off. Zach quote tweets him and says, and people thought Yo Mama jokes were bad. Remember, this is who Keemstar loves to listen to. Ethan quote tweets him and says, lol, I would rather listen to the bullet exiting the other side of my brain than watch Yo Mama. Jesus fucking Christ. Shane then responds to Ethan with a timestamp from the video I showed you earlier, where Zach says he's an autistic man. Ethan quote tweets this and says, as an autistic man, yeah chief, I didn't need the notification, lol. Zach quote tweets him and says, and now the autism jokes? Again, how is the Yo Mama channel more mature than this? What the fuck? Did we already animate Ethan Ralph? Yo Mama is slowly becoming The Simpsons. Showing a picture of an animated fedora-wearing, neckbeard internet dweller, Ethan quote tweets him and says, you forgot the part where your mom is under the table sucking my dick. Zach responds to Ethan's tweet by saying, my dad's, but you are not their type. Ethan Ralph then quote tweets him and says, lol, your dad's. That says all you need to say, really. You do have a mom somewhere, though. She was the one sucking my dick. Imagine telling people you were raised by two men, and that being considered and owned by his 6-year-old fans. Sad state of civilization. Andy Warski responds to Ethan by saying, Ralph, I know this guy. He was my first internet friend 13 years ago, laughing my fucking ass off. His name used to be Outback Zach. I got some stories, laughing my ass off. Ethan Ralph then responds, what? Shortly after this exchange, Ethan Ralph started up the kill stream to talk about this situation among others, and Andy Warski came on it to talk about his experience with the Yo Mama guy. Here is what he said.
This guy, he was my first internet friend 13 years ago.
Jesus.
Yes, the first guy I ever Skyped with. Like when I was like 80 subs, like on YouTube. And dude, there's so many funny things I could say about this motherfucker, dude. Outback Zach is what he used to be called. You just said he erased a video about him being autistic.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. He actually stole my ranting style back in the day, 13 years ago. I befriended him.
So he jacked your style.
Rants. He jacked my style completely. Exactly how I used to do it. And then, hear this. You know how he blew up? And then once he blew up a little bit past me, he stopped like messaging me or being my friend. But hear how he did it. Everyone remembers Ray William Johnson, right? So it was like the first viral motherfucker. Used to do viral videos. So he used to take all of Ray William Johnson's tags and put them in his rant videos, even if they had nothing to do with what the videos were. To the point where one of Ray William Johnson's videos, the tags were, stop stealing my fucking tags, Outback Zach. That was his tags. All right. And yeah, and this guy, he started jacking everyone's styles and all this stuff. And he pretty much used every skeezy way, bots, stealing tags. I remember when reply videos were a fucking thing where you used to like.
Oh yeah, and it had him at the bottom bar with like everybody that made a video.
Dude, he used to he would go to every Philip DeFranco video, use his video as a reply video. Then once it's had its traction, delete the reply, re-upload on a different fucking reply, like on whatever is hot that day. This guy, Outback Zach, I knew him for like 2 years. This motherfucker can't handle a sliver of criticism. He doesn't realize what he just fucking walked into.
I never said anything about this guy in my life. That's another thing. I don't know. I didn't know who he was, and I still don't really. Like, who the fuck is this clown? He said the bots started coming after this tweet.
Yeah, your boy Augie's a bot now.
Yeah, he calls Augie. He literally screenshots Augie
No way.
and cites him as a bot.
He's a retard.
Here comes Accident James. No, that is not a joke.
His parents used to call him an
My
accident.
parents gave to me at birth.
I think they probably did.
Oh my god, yeah.
Holy shit.
This intro, dude.
Oh my god.
Watch, he didn't yell.
First, we mistake
No,
the condom and proceed to open it.
Look at this Spurg.
Fingers. It's not open. Okay?
This is the guy making fun of you, Ralph, by the
Well,
way.
you can sometimes use your teeth. This is okay.
What is this?
Son of a
Somebody
bitch.
said what's wrong with his
Next,
tooth.
we'll take the
don't
condom
know.
and apply it to the penis. Yes, I know that the
This man has never opened a
penis
condom in his
is
life.
not a banana, but the banana is often
Wait,
known
did he
as
make
the
a head on the
fruit.
banana?
That's what
to
I
make
was
it look like
wondering,
a head of a
too.
dick?
I was wondering that too. It looks like it.
Did he bite into it? Yeah.
This fruit, you know, like this.
Oh
Now we'll take the condom
no! He
and
just
apply it to
dethroned the banana!
While the kill stream is live talking about Zach, he decides to make a couple Twitter videos responding to them. The first one is captioned, "Thank you for the laughs. Now we know why the alt-right are idiots. Look at my responses for context."
In real time. I totally own that stuff, and then they got emotionally triggered before they even watched the videos. And then they went to go find clips, videos that I made public again that I could use in my recent autism video, which is still up, by the way. I'll link it here. So these guys are just obviously the biggest dumbasses. Ethan, you took the bait. Oh my goodness. When people have such history on the internet, like Andy, unfortunately, who I thought was going to be a little bit nicer, it becomes clear that they truly are the shitheads they are. And that they're the idiots that they are. So thank you guys. You gave me a good laugh. And you gave me more material.
His next video is captioned, "Laughing my ass off. Now Andy is spreading rumors and lies about me."
So I got this podcast playing, and someone I knew from, I met like 10 years ago, maybe 11 or 12 years ago, named Andy Worski. Always liked the guy back when I knew him. He didn't get back to me about collaboration. That was about it. But, you know, he grew apart and just stopped staying in touch. But he would, now he's like saying all these lies. Yes, I did use tags, but I wasn't the reply girl situation that caused the timber servers. YouTube knew, and they were okay with it. I don't know why. They knew, and they were fine with it. They liked me. But I never used bots, and I always liked cartoons. I always liked making cartoons. And that's why I did that. So, this is so weird to hear like some dude randomly make a bunch of random lies about you. Oh, dude, what a fucking loser. Oh, well. Good to hear your voice, though.
The next one is captioned, "I'm honest."
By the way, I'm going public about this because I know they're trying to figure out their strategy. But guys, you took the bait. You told me everything you were going to tell. And it just told me that you barely know what the fuck you're talking about. The autistic man has better recollection of history, probably can't speak as well, but recollection of history than you guys do. Holy shit, Andy, get your facts straight. No wonder everyone doesn't like you anymore. But hey man, if you just want to apologize and say like, hey, you know what, you own the tag thing, maybe I misjudged some situations, then I'll accept the apology. Otherwise, I'm being open and honest here. I'll own the honesty, but I'll deny the bullshit.
This one is captioned, "Laughing my ass off. Now they are getting the basic tweets wrong."
These guys are so fucking stupid. They can't even get, they're saying I said some guy named Augie was a bot. But really, when you go down my tweet feed, I reference somebody else as the bot. These guys can't take like a second to look at my Twitter feed. And I'm making these videos, I'm waiting to see how long it takes for them to respond. You guys are so fucking stupid. Oh, you know what though? Hey, I do get a good couple of laughs from your show, unfortunately, which is why I hate hating your show.
This one says, "Now they look more like idiots. No thanks, guys. Keep your emotions in check first."
Dude, I am acknowledging that I used the tags, and you can't even watch the fucking video before you get emotionally excited. Why is the alt-right so triggered? You are triggered! Oh my god. Dude, I own my bullshit. But I also say, I don't know you for, since you had 80 subscribers, I never used bots. There's some other shit that is just simply not true. But I own my shit.
This is what Andy had to say in response to those Twitter videos on the kill stream.
Right?
I am not alt-right. I am not alt-right. So own your bullshit. Am I alt-right? No. In fact, I've said some of the most not opposite of alt-right shit ever. I don't know why you're saying
I have
alt-right.
not alt-right friends. I can't be alt-right.
You don't even... He
I
doesn't
knew
even...
a black guy 1 year. What are you talking
about?
about? What the fuck? He sat next to me at McDonald's. Are you kidding me? I'm not a racist. Fuck off. I'm just fucking...
But you know what I mean, right?
I
Like,
know.
my
He's full of
point
shit.
is-
Fuck him. You don't have to defend not being all right to that fucking loser. Fuck him.
But he's trying to say, you can't even remember one thing from 13 years ago. You're alt-right. I'm like, well, this is right now we're talking about, and I'm not alt-right. And you did blow up using those skeezy tactics that you're admitting to. So that's it. That's my
Let's just
point.
be clear what this is. Let's be clear what this is. The guy wants to do a Keemstar hit video, and he's gonna take a bunch of shit out of context, and he's gonna try to say Keemstar is all right because the kill stream had all these terrible people on there, and that's so bad. And I'm gonna moral fig about these terrible people and these terrible things that have been said on the show. Dude, you're a clown.
So after that live stream, everything stayed quiet for a couple days until Zach released his video. And to give you a bit of a taste of what it was like, I'm going to show you the first minute and a half of the video. This is not cut, this is not edited, this is the real first minute to a legitimate Keemstar expose video.
Last time on Yo Mama, the evil Lord Mimulus and his simp, I'm Alex, challenged the legendary Super Chat, Brody and his friends. But little did they know, Zach James would upload Mimulus' mom to Pornhub. Now, with Mimulus defeated, who will Yo Mama take on next? Find out now on Yo Mama! Yo Mama!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cha-cha-cha. Yes, Internet, it's me, your friendly neighborhood discount Jesus, Zach James, the creator of Yo Mama. And last time, we turned Mimulus into a porn star, just like I said I would.
Please make a Yo Mama joke about me.
I decided to turn you into a porn star.
Oh, this is grim, George.
Yeah, so basically now, what's happened is my mother has come into the room with,
Liquids.
children on her face.
Ah, no!
We went trending on Pornhub for a few days. I mean, folks, that is amazing. That, to me, is beautiful. Thank you guys for just having a good laugh with me.
Yeah, he thought it was a good idea to start off his expose video bragging that he made a cartoon that got onto Pornhub about Mimulus. I don't understand either. We will get into the rest of the video as people respond to it on Twitter, speaking of which the first response came from Ethan Ralph, who said, "Laughing my ass off, please, no. Stop promoting my show to millions of potential viewers, sir." By the way, that's Ian Miles Chung and Brody Fox's video, using a voice changer. Lol. So many tells on that one. We'll explore that tonight as well. St. Jude is a hospital that has a lot of Jewish backing. Laughing my fucking ass off. Ian Miles Chung outing himself as a non-American once again.
They tried to do a charity stream for St. Jude Children's Hospital. It's a hospital that, has a lot of Jewish backing, and this included Richard Spencer on that stream, and Keemstar appeared on the stream to supposedly raise money for this charity, and the charity turned it down. They said, no, thanks, but no thanks. We don't need your money. We don't want your money.
Dick Masterson responds to Ethan Ralph by saying, Keemstar appears on the stream to supposedly raise money for St. Jude's? Does Ian Miles Chung say supposedly? Ethan then quote tweets this and says, "Hey, fun fact, Keemstar was advertised but did not appear on the heel stream." So that's one lie right there. Hayakun0001 responds to Ralph by saying, "Hold the fuck up. If memory serves me correctly, Keem didn't even show up for the heel stream at all. Keem himself said he ducked out. As he put it, it got too spicy. He'd rather not be a part of it. This gotcha moment is false. Misinformation at best. Check the stream. Ethan Ralph quote tweets this and says, Keem no-showed because it was too spicy. He was watching. Which kind of throws shade at Brody Fox's whole video when you think about it. Now to give you guys some clarification, the whole synopsis of Zach's video is that Keemstar went on the kill stream, which also had Richard Spencer on it at one point, and therefore Keemstar is supporting alt-right beliefs. But the fact that he didn't go on the stream when it got too political proves that that's not the case at all. Anyways, continuing on, Ethan tweets out, neither Richard Spencer or Keemstar was on the heel stream. Your video was filled with inaccuracies, Brody Fox. Lionhead responds to him by saying, I don't think he cares, lol. You can summarize his entire video as guilt by association. Nicholas Diorio reacts to this video by saying, Yo mama so grifter, exposed Keem for being alt-right, because he's talked about YouTube drama on a podcast and tweeted at Richard Spencer a few times. Totally not a pile-on. Totally not a dude playing to catch a Nazi. Lol. Justin Wang responds to Nick by saying, Yo mama's so fat, she's actually just the Ralph retort in a dress. Nick then tweets out, I used to follow Mr. Beast, until I found out he has ties to Richard Spencer through 5 degrees of separation. Dudes in my mentions be like accusing Keemstar of false pedo allegations, harassment, and murder already. But they are going to lose their mind when they find out he went on a podcast a few times with people who know Richard Spencer. For those of you who don't know what Nick is referring to, in Zach James's video, he actually did accuse Mr. Beast of being a pipeline to the alt-right.
Because it needs to be pointed out that people like Mr. Beast continue to be the reason why Keemstar can never die.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what I was trying to say earlier...
Yeah, sorry I cut you off. I wanted to get right to it. We've already planted 3.
For every $1 donated at teamtrees.org, a tree will be planted. So you could have just donated money, and then the pros would have just planted the trees for you.
Guys, go donate now. The link's in the description.
I mean, like, how are you going to feel bad about a man who's involved in a charity with Mr. Beast? And look, I'm not trying to say Mr. Beast is a bad person. He's not a bad person. I say he made a bad judgment call. Because every time you do something like that, you give Keemstar more influence, who then gives somebody like Ethan Ralph more influence, who then gives somebody like Richard Spencer more influence. There is an influence transaction happening that no one is aware of.
Rain reacts to all of this by saying, fever dream. Rio Vivo then responds, Yo mama. Wait, what the fuck? This is real? Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you, bro. Dick Masterson tweets out, there it is. The real reason all these breathless cretins are going after Keemstar and his YouTube channel. Thanks, Brody Fox. Showing a tweet that Keemstar made in May of 2016 saying, Trump over liberals. Fenris says, the year is 2020 and the alt-right is now the most inclusive group apparently. Dick Masterson responds by saying, everyone I don't like is alt-right. Or a false flagger. He then tweets out the video and says, this breathless wizard put together a great killstream highlight reel. Check me out at 10 minutes. Would you call a pedophile the N-word at Onision? Zach then continues to promote his video on Twitter over the next few days. This first tweet from him says, Keemstar is tied to the alt-right. I made a video about it, and they are already bot raiding my Discord while quickly coming to Keem's defense. Here's the video they hate.
Oh, Keemstar, are you baby? You're baby, aren't you? Do you need a sip of beer? Maybe 3 sips? Are you a dollar store Perez Hilton for edgy middle schoolers? Aw.
Dick Masterson quote tweets this and says, I watched your video, Brody Fox. I'm in the Killstream Hall of Fame and have hosted the show before. Are you calling me a Nazi too? Zach continues to tweet about the situation by saying, do we live in a South Park episode? Disavowed. Isn't a fucking Harry Potter spell that magically exempts you from all responsibility. Dick Masterson quote tweets him and says, read another book, to which Andy Warski responds, calling people alt-right is so 2018. British Eggs tweets at Zach, did you know that Keemstar is of Italian descent? Because if so, why would he be a white nationalist neo-Nazi, considering American history? Zach then links him the Wikipedia article to the military history of Italy during World War II. Ethan Ralph tweets out, Yo mama is so dumb that she promotes my livestream for free to an entirely new audience that I would have never reached. And then he announces that he is going to talk about the Yo Mama video on his live stream. During this live stream, something very interesting was discovered about the video. Malcolm X tweets out, "Breaking news. Compelling evidence has emerged suggesting literal cuck Maddox provided Brody Fox with false smear information on Ralph Retort as part of an attempt to cancel Keemstar because Dick Masterson banged 2 chicks. We live in a simulation, don't we?"
Okay, you guys ready? I got it pulled up. Oh.
What is this?
I don't fucking
Gator,
know.
what is this? Somebody has gone through and processed the audio, and let's just let it play.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the greatest shit ever.
Okay.
All right, let's just play it. You guys ready? It's streamable.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's hit it right now.
They tried to do a charity stream for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It's a hospital that.
Oh my fucking God!
This included Richard Spencer on that stream, and Keemstar appeared on the
Maddox!
Oh no, it's him, isn't it?
Fucking Maddox! It's
him, isn't it?
No thanks, but no thanks. We don't need your money. We don't want your money.
It's him! Oh no, the actual
fucking Maddox!
Dick Masterson responds to this by saying, "This is unreal. Maddox acted like an inside source in an attempt to deplatform Keemstar. Dead to rights." Justin Wang responds to him by saying, "Honestly, thought you were just being obsessive and seeing him everywhere when you suggested it before. What the fuck?" Tums Festival then tweets out this at Dick Masterson.
Oh my God. So Maddox is trying to take down Keemstar. Maddox tried to be a fake. Maddox is trying to be a fake inside source. Maddox knows nothing about anything, and he's pretending to be an inside source and a former associate so he can fuck over Keemstar. Maddox is trying to fuck Keemstar's sponsors and get him deplatformed. That's what this is. He's pretending to know more than he is. He's obviously, he must have tricked what is that guy's name? Gay
Zach.
Jesus? What is that guy's name?
Zach. He's autistic.
Maddox obviously has tricked Gay Jesus into thinking that he knows more than he does to deplatform Keemstar. That's what this is. This is this is fucking T.I.
By the way,
this is fucking go. Sorry,
I was
go
just gonna
ahead.
say there's a quote in chat. I don't know if this is true.
Dick Masterson quote tweets this and says, "Maddox's attempt to deplatform Keemstar. It's as simple and as stupid as that." Dean then responds to Dick Masterson with this video captioned, "Solved with the power of the Nintendo DSi."
This included Richard Spencer on that stream, and Keemstar appeared on the stream to supposedly raise money for this charity, and the charity turned it down. They said, no thanks, but no.
Vito quote tweets this and says, "Wannabe journalist Brody Fox just did a hit piece on Keemstar, where a mysterious source claims Keemstar is a member of the alt-right. Using something as simple as the Nintendo DSi's pitch shifter, the voice is revealed to be Maddox. Way to protect your source, dumbass." Maddox famously lost most of his online audience after suing his former co-host Dick Masterson. Maddox is a regular guest on the Killstream, the same podcast Maddox is claiming is a tool of the alt-right. Brody Fox could not have found a more biased source if he tried. The funny thing is that I also thought about playing around with the audio to see if I could figure out who it was, but I honestly assumed they probably processed it in a way that would make it a waste of my time. But no, they literally just pitch shifted it and added noise. The quote-unquote tweets Zach and says, "You were exposed using a fake-ass informant with a known bias. Care to explain?" Zach then continues to promote the Keemstar video on his Twitter. This tweet says, "Keemstar has a history of racist remarks that echo the same sentiments shared by Richard Spencer, the father of the alt-right. Keemstar is weaponizing the alt-right to attack H3H3 and others that speak out. Here's the proof."
I'm gonna say the N-word. Fucking Keemstar!
Ethan Ralph responds to this by saying, "Are you going to apologize for the lies in your video? Keemstar was never on with Richard Spencer, was never on the heel stream, disavowed any political ideology, and only came on to talk drama, etc. Your video is a complete fabrication." Zach continues to promote his video in this next tweet that says, "Keemstar's favorite alt-right podcast is attacking H3H3 and those who speak out, aka his support group."
And I personally really like this show called The Killstream.
I'm a person that believes in revenge. I think if someone fucks you over in any shape or form, destroy him.
Killstream is a podcast. who's hosted by this man named Ethan Ralph.
Dude, I think he's legitimately just threatening to dox my girlfriend.
So, you know what?
You're threatening to dox my girlfriend?
Yeah.
No. Like many women in the game industry, I've been doxxed by Ralph multiple times. And after receiving death threats so extreme they were the basis of a Law & Order episode.
Keemstar is always tweeting at the guy. They're always defending each other.
I have a support group around me, and I can't wait for you to see them, because they're really pissed off at that video you uploaded for multiple goddamn reasons.
And I think this may be his little video where he's like, hey, Susan, you know, the Keemstar guy's on your platform. You know, you want to get rid of him, right? How did he get famous in the first place? Is what I was sitting here. Look, I was never little sack of shit.
Good luck, Ethan, because you're gonna fucking need it.
Zach then tweets out, upon review, everything in our video is correct. These lies are out of context conclusions that we never made in our video, and reacting to a phrase as literal instead of the widespread accepted use in everyday conversations. We didn't lie. Dick Masterson quote tweets him and says, you said your informant had an association with Keemstar. That is false. That's defamation. You framed it as though it was more than an opinion. Sue this asshole, Keem. Zach then responds, false. We never said the recorded source was a former associate of Keemstar, merely that he was a former associate of the group we spoke about. He then continues to promote this video heavily on his Twitter. Here he quote tweets one of Keem's tweets regarding the H3 drama, with the clip we showed earlier in a caption saying, these are your own words. We are listening. He then tweets out, here's Keemstar retweeting a white nationalist tweet about H3H3. Alt-right is Keemstar's support group, showing that Keemstar retweeted an H3 clip from someone called Matthew with the @Whitehouse. MAnime9001 then shows that this Matthew guy tweeted out at the end of April, if evolution is real, then why do monkeys still exist? Oh my god, that is so bad. That is so bad. Continuing on, Zach continues to taunt Keemstar by tweeting out, the world's worst Pokemon. Keemstar uses deflection. It's not super effective. Keemstar uses distraction. He misses. Why are you using alt-right to attack YouTubers? We're the Yo Mama channel, and even we know Keemstar weaponizing the alt-right is wrong. This is not a liberal perspective. It's a common sense perspective. We must talk about this. TwizFizz then responds, Yo Mama so alt-right, she went on a podcast. Zach then tweets out, attention! Keemstar's alt-right group is using fake accounts to attack H3H3. Example, showing a Twitter account with 0 followers continuing to trash on H3. He then tweets out, Ethan Ralph is on the attack.
Now that I'm president of the United States of America,
none of this is original. Stop milking Trump.
Oh shit, Bill, they know about the milk. Ooh.
Leaked images of group plotting their strategy to take down H3 sponsorships. Keemstar, do you disavow these actions? Showing that someone on Discord called Killer Cumstain said, our priority should be try to bait SJW to write articles on the H3 situation so advertisers pull back, and so do sponsors like that situation with PewDiePie and the Wall Street Journal. Zach continues to go at Keemstar when he tweets out, glad more people are putting it together. This is Keem's support. Showing that the Matthew guy Keemstar retweeted was actually in the Charlottesville riot. Red Minus tweets out, God forbid we can't use code Keem for 10% off overpriced powdered piss. Zach quote tweets this and says, but I love my baby bitch cotton candy flavor. He then tweets out, hashtag I challenge Keemstar to a Yo Mama joke roast off. Now lucky for Zach, he was actually able to challenge Keemstar live on a stream. He was invited onto mine and Augie RFC's podcast called After Hours to talk about the entire situation, and Keemstar decided to hop in and say a couple things to Zach. This is what was said.
Look, I didn't know about any Discord. I barely use Discord. I hate Discord. I've been very public that I hate Discord. I use Skype, all right, mostly. I have no idea what the Skype or Discord that you're referring to is about. I had no idea that the person I retweeted about the Catholic Church thing had any associated with Charlotte. Did you say Charlottesville, the whole incident? I had no idea until I literally just heard you say it right now. And you went on to say, like, somehow that's my responsibility, that I need to know every person I'm retweeting. Bro, I have like 3 million followers on Twitter. Like, what are you saying? Go search on Twitter my name and look at the tweets I get every 10 seconds. I get on average probably about 10 different tweets tweeted at me within a 10-second span. I don't know who everyone is. I can't investigate what everyone is. All I saw was that there was a goddamn clip that showed Ethan talking horribly and having a horrible take on the Catholic Church, which I retweeted. All right. So, I mean, the huge leaps. First of all, the Maddox guy, right? I don't know Maddox. I've never talked to Maddox. I know briefly that there was a history between him and the other guy, and they were on a podcast together. That's all I know. I was never a fan of that podcast. I don't know much about the lawsuits. I've just heard bits and pieces. The fact that I show up on the kill stream is absolutely insane. Like, everyone here in this call, and probably even you at some point, Zach, will be on the kill stream. Does that mean we're all right Nazis? Like, what does that mean?
I already commented on that.
Well, I wasn't here. I didn't see that. All I know, Zach, is the one thing you said that was true is back in the day, maybe 3 years ago, you hit me up and you were telling me that you just discovered that, you know, if you have like a blue background or whatever in your thumbnail that helps you get views. I do remember that. And you did give me that tip and I did use it and it did help me. Thank you for that. But all this stuff recently is out of nowhere and it's insane. Me and you don't have any beef. Me and you don't have no bad blood. All I know is some random guy that I knew back in the day is coming out with all these crazy accusations. Like, I know that you say you have autism or whatever. I think it may be, and I'm not saying this to bully you or harass you or pick on you, it may be something more, because I don't think mentally you're right to string all these weird conspiracies together to have this pitch that somehow, like,
I'm seriously thinking about mental health. What are you talking about?
Hey, it was just a bad take that I had.
I have something mentally wrong with me because I have a quote unquote bad take.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone here, including everyone in the chat,
this is a little bubble, dude. This is a little bubble in the corner.
I think the take is bad regardless of your mental health. I mean, I'm autistic, and I think the take's bad. So,
I mean, there you go. I mean,
or not, you think the take is bad?
I have my own autistic warrior.
Okay, cool, and I have my own autistic warriors too. I mean, but hey, that's nice that we have our own little JoJo thing over here.
I'm gonna just sit here and let you respond. I'm gonna let you. I'm just gonna.
Okay, but here's the thing, man. I'm not here to make it entertaining. It's not for me to entertain a group of people that I don't entertain. That's not my life, right? I'm in my own world, right? But I also participate in the industry, and I do care about the way that you respond and influence the industry. I see it. I see it because it echoes back into different conversations I'm having across the board. But to go across the board, look, whether or not I'm going to go down a list here. Because you said a lot of different things, right? Discord thing. Look, I want you to be aware of the Discord thing. If you're not aware of it, I think you need to take a moment.
Well, can you describe it? Because you've been very vague about it. What is the Discord thing? I have no idea about it.
There was one moment where I was pretty detailed about it, but to be very detailed about it, there was at least 2 Discord servers, one that we documented that popped up, that set up a verification process that in order to get past a certain stage of the Discord server, you would have to copy and paste this message that was sent out to all of H3H3 sponsors. And you had to do it to at least 5 sponsors. And then you would have to screenshot those.
I cut you off real quick. Just I want to make one little comment, Zach. I have publicly stated that I do not want people to go after H3H3 sponsors.
I know, but I want you to be aware of what okay, then be aware. Just be fully aware, because this is crazy, Keem. Because this group is now saying they want to start the net adpocalypse. And they're about to go after
the
Pokemon.
internet has trolls. Yes, we know this. The
internet but you need to be aware. Okay, but you just asked me to describe this, and now you're trying to downplay it.
No, but the way I heard you talk about it prior, because I wasn't here this whole stream, it made it seem like you were trying to suggest that I am behind this magical Discord that is causing mayhem across the internet. But I'm not. That's just false.
Who's behind it? But what I do know is that they are influenced by the people that you associate yourself with.
Who?
Like Ethan Ralph.
So you mean to tell me that Killstream fans are the ones behind this Discord?
Exhibit the same behavior, the same way that they comment, the same humor that they have. They've referenced the same things, the same messaging.
Why is Keemstar responsible for someone else's fan base?
in the building.
I didn't. Hang on. Am I going to go down a list? Wait, hang on, folks. I had a rules of engagement here. Am I going to go down a list, or am I going to debate every single different point, every which way?
We're letting you talk, man. Go ahead.
Because
talk.
Interrupting me, you're not letting me talk.
Go ahead, Zach.
Okay, so yes, Keemstar, I understand that you got so many people at replying you. I get that you have influence as an influencer, and a lot of people like to talk to you. But if you take a moment to retweet something, you should at least take a second to see who the fuck you're retweeting. You got that time.
I'm not
if you don't have that time.
Okay,
but if you don't have that time, to look into it, hire somebody to look into it.
Zach,
hire somebody.
Zach, you get like 100 tweets at you a day.
Interrupting me. You're interrupting.
I get 100,000.
You're interrupting me. You're interrupting me again. You are being a fucking baby and interrupting me. I am talking.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Those are retweets. I don't give a fuck about your numbers. Killstream, Killstar. Fuck you. I'm talking.
Okay, talk. Okay.
What are you, like a fucking Halloween decoration that sits on someone's fucking front porch? You got some candy? You got some fucking candy in your goddamn lap?
You're spurging out, Zach. Zach, you're spurging out.
Dude, you want me to go? No. You need to shut up and follow me on my level.
Okay, I'm going to
If I'm talking, you shut up.
I'm shutting up.
Thank you. It is your responsibility. You have the money, you have the resources. Manage your social media properly. Be a better voice of influence, Keemstar. If you retweet somebody, have somebody, an intern, give them some fucking college credit to a local community college, if you will. You can hire somebody that can look into that for you. That can actually take 5 minutes to see who the fuck you're retweeting, so that when I make videos like I make, they don't look as bad after the fact when you do that. Look into it, dude.
Can I respond?
Look into it. No.
I'm gonna leave it off there. If you want to see the rest of the Keemstar versus Zach interaction, I will have a video of that linked in the description below. And if you want to see the full interview with Zach James, myself, and Augie RFC, it's on Augie RFC's channel. I will also link it in the description below. Now, while I was making this video, this particular part really caught my attention.
Keemstar, you know I have autism, yet you keep over-talking me like a dipshit.
I posted this to my Twitter and tweeted out, I don't like how Zach James uses autism as an excuse like this. As an autistic person, I'd like to be treated socially the same as anyone else. But when Zach says stuff like this, it makes people think that they need to treat autistic people differently. So many people see us autistic people as mentally handicapped already, and this doesn't help. Zach responded to this by saying, I love how you guys are now pumping out clips once I called out your bullshit. What is that bullshit, you may ask? Well, you have to find out in the next episode, because this video is already almost 50 minutes long. So be sure to subscribe with notifications on if you don't want to miss that. And also follow me on Twitter to catch any fights I may get in, as well as just hear me talk about the news in general. Thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel, in particular Josh Pescator and Furboy for donating $30 a month, but also Just Me Mitchie for not only donating $30 a month on my YouTube, but donating $40 on my Patreon for a total of $70. I guess he wanted to donate more than $30 on my YouTube and couldn't, so he just went to my Patreon and added more. I really do appreciate it. That's insane, dude. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.